Let's see what maths I have here. I don't have a lot of maths in this kit anymore. I do a few hundreds of them. Well, of course, I usually change the gear into crafting gear, but now since I'm doing very small and the bot is farming, I let it go. And yeah, I look where I have the mats, and I go and make a couple of tents. And since we got the ceremonial Targaryen, I use those to craft the big, to craft the temps on. But before that, I was using season 0, and for 15s, I only did these 2 pairs of shoes that use 3 basics. So the idea is to use as many basics as possible when it comes to the number of them. So here we have 3 types, because this way we will split the bill of basics between 3 types of basics. There are 12 types of basics, and I'm trying to keep them as balanced as possible. Sometimes it's not possible, but I do my best, to keep it as leveled as possible.
Yep.
So now for level 20, we have ceremonial Targaryen, but before that, we only had like these that are only using 2 types. So if we don't have enough mats on ceremonial Targaryen, for helm we need to use the training filter, apply, and then we go for the helm, the blouse, and the shoes. The others are um, popping when you hit creature hunting or something like that. And then we scroll down to ceremonial Targaryen, and we have these mats. And we template on them. I'll do, I don't know, did I make the 10s or no, I got them to 5. Let's see what mats I have for level 10. Okay, that one is at 3 million, so I'm going to avoid it. This one looks better. Even if it has 2, I'll do this one because it has more. Let's say 25 here. And I will do some 10s. I want to make all those 100, so I have something to play with. And I'm not going to go big level with you right now. I'm just going to explain to you what I do. And then I wish you good luck if you want to try it yourself. Some people just came to the conclusion that if they don't like it, or if they don't feel like it's suitable for their style, it's cheaper for them to hire a professional crafter than to keep raining mats and getting shitty results. So yeah, it depends on everyone. It depends on how people do while they try to solve the things themselves. Let's do, I think I can do 50 here because I have more mats. So I try to spread them, but if we have a hard time hitting some bigger levels, then we might create some gaps. Or the owner of the account decides to make some temps for the kicks, and they stay on a certain piece, and then there are gaps. It happens. So when KMG decides to help me with some 20s and he makes those pieces, it's painful. Because then when I want to craft, I will ask him to get me a pack or 2 of basics, because I have one mat at 25 million or 40 million, and the other is at 1 million because KMG crafted only one piece. So we try to spread them out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Out of sync. Come on. Yeah, this is what happens when the bot is on. It keeps kicking me and saying, "Oh, I feel less sneezy." It keeps kicking me. Sorry. Yeah, and it it's kicking me, and I have to start all over again. Well, the problem when the bot is on is that it doesn't let me craft the same piece more than once.
Mm.
And it's just something that the bot does. I used to craft very well with the bot on, but recently it's not letting me do that anymore. So it keeps kicking me. I can't craft if it keeps kicking me. It's also ruining my pattern.
Mm.
I guess I have some. I don't know how many it allowed me to do. Uh, oh, come on. Yeah, I still want to do those 25s.
And,
Oh,
for some reason, I
thank you.
only see reconnect screen. So you may have to
You
share your
select.
screen again.
Yeah, I have to share my screen again.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. Let's hope that this time he will not pick me when I try to make 25 at once. Oh, now I'm just doing them, and then I'll show you how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
I explain to you in big lines, and then I wish you good luck
Mm-hmm.
with trying to apply it to your keep. Every keep is different, and every event is different. I don't usually craft big pieces in event. Now I got 650s legendary during this event and a ton of 45s and 40s. But I usually avoid events because I'm a precise crafter. So if you have only one temp and you need a good crafter to try to hit you one piece, uh, if it's a very big piece, in 90% of the cases, I get it. That's my specialty. But other people, um, they have different strategies, and they don't have this precision. Okay, so now I will upgrade my mats. I don't do it like Pecan does, or not Pecan, Pecan. Yeah, I don't do it like he does. He goes and upgrades everything to one color. I don't do that. I just do some that I need. I don't have his patience. So I'll do, let's say, 100. I'm not going to do 100 right now, but I'm just doing it for the maps, and I'm not crafting it. Then I go and I erase it, and I do one by one, and I'll see how it goes. So let's see. Okay, it went good. I count the wins. I don't count the losses. So I have one win. I only count the legs. I have two, and I bend my fingers. When I started doing this, when I started learning, I was using a notebook and a pen, and I was writing what I was getting, and I did this for a few months till I started learning the patterns by heart. But this is what I recommend for people that don't know how to do it, but they still want to get some. So I have two for now, And I don't do patterns like Pecan does. I He has 1 year of crafting. I was there in 1 year as well, but then the patterns changed, and I couldn't do a 30, but more. So I learned how to get over the um,
I think
um,
I saw a ledge. So
dependency.
that's three, right?
Um, you saw? I think it was an epic. I only counted two.
But before that epic, before like there was a ledge when yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
Okay.
You can check too. You see level 15 if you scroll.
No, I'm not sure if I don't have others from. Yeah, you're right. So there are three.
Yep, there are three.
Okay, so there are three, and now there are four,
Yep.
5.
Mhm.
Okay, and after 5, I got a double. So this is one of the patterns. Now, what I do is see how it goes. So it will be 5. It can go 5 with 3, with 8, and then it might not give me any in. There are accounts like KMG, like Drogon, that don't give me any legendary in 50 to 70 rolls. So then I don't do 15s anymore. I do 15s. If I have 100, I do, let's say, the first 50 of them. I will do them like this and upgrade the losses and get a bunch of legs. So I have what to play with at level 20 and 25 and 30. But if I see that there is a huge line of losses, then I will go and I will do buckets, because if I ruin the mats like that, I won't get enough temps, and I don't want to ruin the mats.
Mhm.
So the buckets, I do it like this. I go one mat purple and one mat in white. So in this scenario, it's like rolling 45s and 50s and 40s and whatever on all four. If you look at the percentage, you will see that I have 20% chances of win.
Mhm.
If I do uh, 45 legendary on all formats, I will have 25% chances of getting it in gold. So if I win on 20%, I will also win on 25%, but I will give it more because I don't craft on all four at 45. And I usually go, it depends on what mats I have. I did 35s with poor advanced and green everything else if I did not have enough advanced mats to craft a 40 or something, So Gil has been missing for about 2 years and a half, 3 years from the game, or he has been very, very spotty, busy with real life. Now he's coming back. That's why his house level is low, and he's missing a few sets, and I only had about 10 or 15k of it, so I couldn't do 40. So I had to improvise and do 35 with poor advanced and green everything else. That's what I do when I don't have enough to go green on the advanced mats. It doesn't matter the level. If I don't have enough advanced, I will go poor on the advanced and then green on everything else. It's with 35 or 40, it doesn't matter. That's how I do. If I have green, I go green everywhere, all green.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not doing this. That's his rain cap card. Okay, so after I make a few 15s and I see how they go, I upgrade the losses, and then I keep doing 15s, and if it goes well, then I go a level up. When I expect my double, I go a level up. Then I gather some 20s. I gather some 20s. If I see that the 20s are going well, I will continue to do some 20s, and from time to time I will jump at 25. Then I gather a few 25s. If it goes bad, I go back to 15s.
So
I'll take the losses at a lower level so it won't hurt. And when I expect a win, depending on how they come, depending on how I see that the game goes, then I will level up. And I only do the big rolls after I've had several single wins and I expect a double. But every account is different. Some accounts give you a double every 2 or 3 rolls. To be honest, for me, those are very hard to play in. I craft for people, they appreciate my services, but if it's like that, for me, if they are very, very tight, it's very hard to predict. If they come, let's say you have a straight line of um, clear losses, like in this case, I have, let's say, 8 poor daggers in a row, right? That's a clean line of losses. Let's see how it goes now. So I've had 2 wins. This is unusual. Gil's account is not a bundle account. He will never get 4 or 5 wins in a row. It's not that type of account. Other accounts are like that, and it's easy to craft in those accounts. But when they come very spotty, it needs patience and it needs to, I need to stay there for a longer time in order to understand the account well enough so I can predict and be efficient. So my percentage of winning in Gil's account is over 90%. My percentage of winning in other accounts is, I don't know, 60, 70%. It depends. But considering that for the owners it's 0%, it's huge because some accounts are very, very hard to work with. So that's what I do. I see how they come, and depending on how they come, I decide if to roll up or to roll down. Pick-on goes the same level. But if I would do that in this account, look how many losses I have. If I would end up with 3 30s or 5 30s, I've had at least 15 by now. I would end up with shit by level 30.
so
So
so when you so let's say after 5 wins that you count, you expect a double. So if you see the sixth win, you will go and roll something big. Is that right?
it depends on the account. That's why I advise you, if you craft for yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
craft in your account, in your own account.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah, I advise you to take a notebook
Mm-hmm.
and a pen
Okay.
and start doing your buckets and try to understand. And I also advise you to stay there and not switch for the accounts for a while till you understand your account. Um, I've had the worst crafting session in my own account, and then I decided to just be a pilot because, yeah, I rage crafted in my own account. So yeah,
I see. So you keep track of the wins
exactly.
when it's
I keep track
singles
of
or
how the
doubles.
wins. Yes, I go for the double. I gave up on Picon's strategy of identifying some fixed patterns. Like um, I had those at the beginning as well. So if I had like 8 white buckets in a line, the ninth was a gold. Then it was double double, then an epic. So gold, gold, epic, and then it was another gold. I did half of my armory on that pattern, and then when it decided to change, I couldn't do a level 30 for months. And then I had to rethink my crafting style, and then I decided to go on the double, never on the triple, because the triple is the most deceiving pattern in the game. People expect to be a triple, but it's not. If you base yourself on the triple, you will lose everything in 99% of the cases. So yeah. And okay, so you have, let's say, a win at 5, then you have at 3, then you have at 8, and then it changes. Then it's gonna be, let's say, 4, and then it goes to 7, and then it goes to 10. You have to see how they come and try to anticipate. And if you don't understand how they come, and then you see that you have a huge line of wins, you also have to think that the game wants to trick you. So if you had a line of 25, 30, 40, mine goes to till 70. I was like, I think it's broken. I don't know, delete it and try again. I was getting tired, and it was also getting laggy. So yeah, I lost my patience. But after you see so many losses, don't expect, because you haven't had the double in a lot of time. Don't expect it to be after the long line of losses, because it's not that predictable. You have to learn, and you have to write it down till you get it, until you develop your instinct on identifying when the game is trying to trick you. It's never going to be that easy. So if it's not something fixed, like it's 5, 3, and 8, then when you see 5, you expect the 6 to be. No, it's not going to be like that. It's not that easy. They try to take our money, they don't try to help us. So what we do is to try to um anticipate how the game tries to trick us. Sometimes it moves by 1. In other times, it moves by 2. So let's say 5 becomes 6, 7, 8. You have to see how they change. And when you see, I've seen up to 8 greens in a row, like green, 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 green bucket. That's a reset. It's like you never had any win before that, so you have to count from 0. You have to. You can even restart the game. If you restart the game, everything is lost from your pattern. So you have to start patterning again, or not patterning. I would say counting the wins more accurate, because I'm not patterning anymore. I told you I did half of my armory with a pattern, and when it changed, I couldn't do anything anymore. I was perfectly handicapped. So yeah, then I had to learn. Yeah. So what I do differently from Pecan is not stay at the same level. He stays at the same level from the crafting session that I've seen. So if he decides to do 25s and he has 20 level 20 and he goes at level 25, if he gets lucky, he might get probably 5 25s, right? But if you apply my method and you see that it goes bad, you will take the losses at 15, or if it's very bad, you will not even give it some 10s to make 15s. You'll just go with the buckets and get over the shitty period. And then when you see that it's going better, then you go on the 25, because they take you about, depending on what piece you have, what piece you are doing, um, they will take you a lot of mats.
So for the
I
level
don't know.
one, gears, you do poor and purple to get through
Yes, that's how I template.
losses.
Not template. That's how I get over. I kill the losses. Exactly. I skip the losses by level 1, which is not expensive, and I have to be patient. So yeah, it's about patience. I stay in an account for depending. Now KMG wanted 650 legs out of me, so I have been in his account for 4 days. But I may stay up to a week, and then I let it rest, and I move to another account, and it depends on how it goes. Last week I couldn't do much in draw. I tried. I made a 40 leg trinket from scratch. But when I tried to do his range gear, I lost on a 50. So yeah, then I let it go because then I tried to roll up some temps and they were not rolling properly. Like the percentage of win from 100 level 10, for example, if I would roll them to 15, I would get 20 or 30%, 20 or 30 pieces out of 100. That's a terrible outcome, and that's when I decide to get out of that account and just let it rest, and then I will come back. So if it goes bad, I get out and I let it rest because if I don't recognize when the game is too bad, uh, I'll just destroy the mats and my confidence with it. So yeah, that's what I do. And so you can see how my work looks like. This is this is the armory. Are newer because Gil was not he was not um, active in that period. Oh, what's with this one? Oh my god. Do you see? I missed an armory set. Now I saw that I missed an armory set. I thought it was cow or something. I don't know. Okay, now I have work to do. Okay, I didn't see this one. So it was cav, it was range, and I didn't see that that one is troop attack. Oh my god, I have to do this one. They also have mats. Okay. Oh, wonderful. I put a heart on it. I have work to do. So it was cav, it was range, and I didn't see them. So, okay. This one is one of the ones that I told you. Gil tried to do a 35 here, and he used all purple mats, but he was not active in that event. Therefore, I had to do two 35s with poor advanced because I don't have more. I never had more. That was everything I had, and he probably got them from the port because if he was not active, he did not farm, so I can't do more here. All I could do is to upgrade that purple, but I don't upgrade things. I'll just wait for something else and I'll drop a 40 there. Okay, so then we go with the inf. Inf goes minimum 45, and I will drop more here at the right time. But they usually go, hold on, they usually go like this. These are the stats of a 50 leg. I just don't have the house 50 to drop a 50 here. And when I can, I drop more. Not yet, but it's going well. So it's gonna be here probably by the end of the month. It's gonna be here if the bot will keep running. Okay, and lost target to 20 again, a 45 and two 40s. Oh, uh, this is an important set, Valerian champion, because it's in defense versus range. Therefore, I decided to drop three 45s there, just for the kicks. Okay, this defense. I'm a defensive player, and where I see defense on most keeps that I play in, I focus on that. Okay. This is attack. This is defense. I dropped two, and I will drop the third one. It's defense versus range. So, yeah, this is how I get ready for the 50s. Once I get a 50 in the armory, I release three from there because the stats stay the same. This one, again, is with defense, so I flexed on it again. Faceless, it's versus range, so yeah, I added another one there. Tyrell doesn't impress me much. I had another one there, but I needed it for the gear, and I think I made the wrong gear, but I'll work on it. I also noticed that I'm missing some dragon and troop attack armory. Bolton, Mormont, River, 345s, because it's defense. Okay, so yeah, this is how an armory looks in my books, and also this. I'm out of advanced on this one, that's why you don't see bigger. Oh, I think Gil got me some. No, he didn't. Yeah, so I don't know, probably from a mixed pack or something. Um, I got about 200 of them, so I made this 40 out of one try. Using one pour advanced and um yeah, so I do it like this and then I go green. Everything else goes green. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No, not yet. I will try to watch, and then I'll let you know. I'm excited. I'm learning new things every day.
Of course. I wish you good luck and be patient and don't expect a lot. And yeah, give it some time and try to learn your own account and stay there for, uh, I don't know. If you only craft in your account, don't even try in another account because you will feel useless in another account.
Yeah, but thank you for your time. Thank you. I will definitely keep in touch once I learn more about mine.
You're welcome.
All right. I hope you have a
Help.
good day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.